I became a hero, then discovered I was wrong about everything. I had 3 seconds to decide if I was going to kill someone. The gun barrel swung toward the cashier. My body moved on instinct. 8 years as an Army combat medic had trained me for moments like this. I tackled the armed robber, slammed him to the ground, and ripped the weapon from his shaking hands. The Chicago convenience store exploded with cheers. People pulled out phones. Someone yelled, "You saved us, man." I felt like Captain America. That feeling lasted exactly 47 hours. My name is Jake Martinez, and this is a story of how I became a viral hero and then had my entire world shattered by a single phone call. By sunrise, my face was everywhere. War veteran stops armed robbery, shocking footage. Every news channel wanted an interview. My phone melted down with messages. You're what's right with America. Real men still exist. This is how you handle criminals. Fox News called. CNN called. My boss gave me the week off. Strangers bought me coffee. One lady actually cried and hugged me in the grocery store. I'm not going to lie, it felt incredible. After years of night shifts at the hospital, dealing with paperwork and budget cuts, I finally felt like I mattered, like I'd done something real. My buddy Ryan took me out for drinks. "Bro, you're famous. This is your moment." "It was just instinct," I said, but I was grinning like an idiot. Instinct. Ryan laughed. "That was courage, man. That punk could have shot you. But you put yourself between him and innocent people. That's hero stuff." I went to bed that night feeling 10 feet tall. Then my sister Maria called. "Jake, we need to talk about Devin Pierce." "Who?" "The robber. His real name is Devin Pierce. He's 17 years old." I frowned. The news said he was 19. The news got it wrong. "Jake, his little sister has cancer. Leukemia. She's 7 years old, and their insurance won't cover the new treatment. He was trying to get money to save her life." My stomach dropped. "How do you know this?" "It's all over social media. His family posted about it. His cousin started a thread explaining everything." "Jake, the gun wasn't even loaded." "What?" "Police confirmed it. Devin didn't know, but it was empty. He was a terrified kid with an unloaded weapon trying to save his dying sister." I felt like I'd been punched in the chest. Within hours, everything changed. The same internet that made me a hero now wanted my head. This hero attacked a child who was trying to save his sister's life. Devin Pierce is the real victim here. Jake Martinez is everything wrong with America. But half the internet fought back. Don't fall for the sob story. Crime is crime. He made his choice when he walked in with a gun. We need more people like Jake, not fewer. My mentions became a war zone. News channels that praised me now ran segments questioning my actions. Opinion pieces with titles like, "When Heroes Become Villains," used my face as a thumbnail. I couldn't eat, couldn't sleep. I kept replaying the moment in my head. In that split second, what had I actually seen? Here's what I realized at 3 a.m. on the 4th night, staring at my ceiling. I never made a choice in that store. My brain made it for me. See, the second I saw that ski mask and gun, my mind didn't analyze the situation. It didn't weigh options. It instantly played a movie I'd watched 1,000 times before. Dangerous criminal. Innocent victims. Good guy stops bad guy. Roll credits. Where did that movie come from? My grandfather, a cop who always said, "Criminals make choices. They know right from wrong." Every action movie I'd ever watched, where heroes take down masked bad guys and everyone cheers. My military training. Identify threat. Neutralize threat. Questions later. News stories I'd absorbed for years. Young men in masks mean danger. The story wrote itself in my brain in milliseconds. I thought I was being brave and decisive. Really? I was just acting out a script someone else had written. Day 5, I drove to South Side. Found Devin's apartment building. Probably the dumbest thing I've ever done. His mom answered. She was tiny, exhausted, with eyes that filled with fear when she recognized me. "I'm not here to hurt anyone," I said quickly. "I need to understand what happened." She stared at me for a long moment. Then she opened the door. The apartment was small but spotless. Medical bills covered every surface. And on the couch, wrapped in blankets, was a little bald girl watching cartoons. Destiny, age 7, stage for leukemia. My heart shattered. Devin's a good kid, his mom said quietly. Honor roll. Volunteers at church every Sunday. Works at Burger King after school. But when you watch your baby sister dying and the insurance company sends another denial letter, she looked at me. What story were you telling yourself when you tackle my son? I couldn't speak. You saw a criminal, she continued. Devin saw his sister's last chance. Same moment. Different stories in your heads. Neither of you chose those stories. They chose you. I started a fundraiser for Destiny's treatment that night. Posted it everywhere. It went mega viral. For $100,000 in 3 days. But here's the crazy part. The same people who call me a hero now call me a traitor. And the people who call me a monster now call me redeemed. Nothing I did changed. Only the story people told about me changed. Day 8, I went on live TV. The host expected me to defend myself or apologize. I did neither. I'm not a hero, I said, looking straight at the camera. And Devin Pierce isn't a villain. We're two people who got handed different instruction manuals for life, and we followed them. The host blinked. What do you mean? I grew up hearing that force stops bad guys. Devin grew up seeing that the system lets kids die. We both believed our stories completely. We both thought we were just reacting logically. But we weren't thinking at all. We were playing recordings pressed into our brains years ago. So, what should people do differently? I leaned forward. Next time you're absolutely certain about something, completely sure that someone else is stupid or evil, ask yourself this. Am I thinking this? Or is this a story I inherited? Because I guarantee you, 90% of what you call your opinion is just someone else's voice in your head. The clip got 50 million views in 2 days. Devin and I met face-to-face 3 weeks later. At Destiny's hospital room. The fundraiser had covered her treatment. She was responding well. Her hair was starting to grow back. I'm sorry, we both said at the same time. Then we laughed. It was weird and awkward and necessary. You know what the craziest part is? Devin said, if I'd been born in your house with your family, I probably would have tackled me too. And if I'd been born in yours, I admitted, I might have been the one in the ski mask. We both went quiet, because it was true. I'm not famous anymore. The internet moved on to the next viral story. That's fine, but I learned something that will stick with me forever. You don't choose most of your opinions. You inherit them. Your family's dinner table conversations, the movies you watched as a kid, the neighborhood you grew up in, the news channels your parents played, the books your teachers assigned, the friends who approved when you said certain things. All of it wrote a story in your brain. And now, when life happens, you don't think, you just play the recording. The scary part? You feel like you're thinking. You feel logical and rational. But you're not. You're acting out a script you didn't even know you memorized. So here's my challenge to you. Next time you're absolutely sure about something, pause. Ask yourself, is this what I thought? Or am I just repeating a story someone told me a long time ago? You might be surprised by the answer. I know I was. Destiny's cancer-free now. Devin's in college, studying pre-med. We still text sometimes. And me? I still work night shifts at the hospital. But now, when I'm certain about something, really, truly certain, I stop and ask, what story am I telling myself right now? Because the gun wasn't the most dangerous thing in that store. The most dangerous thing was the stories in our heads. And we never even knew they were there.